Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Pat Gaines, brought to you courtesy of Big Airbrush here at airbrushonline.com. Today I'm going to demonstrate a stencil from our background texture stencil pattern. This stencil is made from 10 mil Duralar cut on our CO2 laser. It's a very strong stencil. The pattern here is a pattern that we found on a real high-end ladies handbag. And women recognize this kind of subliminally, if nothing else, but it is very popular background stencil. We've basically cut the edges here to create what we call a gutter around the stencil, which keeps the overspray from getting onto the shirt. You notice a very large stencil covers the entire shirt. This particular stencil package includes 6 of these stencils of different types. They can be used for multiple different designs. I would say from this stencil you can easily get probably 6 to 10 different designs that you can use this stencil for. I'm demonstrating here just the simplest one, which is a name design. You notice I'm covering pretty much the entire width of the shirt. Once again, the stencil is quite large. We're able to do that. So we're just giving it a good even spray of purple. I'm pulling it off. Notice it comes right off. The stencil is very strong. You can't really tear it. We're going to come back with just a one-stroke name here. I do the name quite large. It gives the customer a sense of value when you do things large. Also notice that I'm doing it very quickly, so I'm not embellishing this in a way that would be any different than what we would do for a customer when they stand at our counter. This design will sell for between $10 to $15 depending on your market. That's pretty much all we do for the name right there. Now we're going to come back and add some Royal Phthalo blue. The drop shadow here to the left of the design, left of the lettering. No real reason why I do it to the left, it's just what I do. So you can do it to the right, left, however you want to do it. I'm going to come back now with some simple scroll. And the dagger stroke star, which is always popular, a good filler for pretty much any design. The lines kind of border out the lettering. Give it some perimeters. We come back with pink. Of course, all the girls like pink, so we're going to put a liberal amount of pink on the design. And once again, this is a stencil from the background texture stencil package available here at Big Airbrush. Of course, the website is onlineairbrush.com. So there it is. This design sells for between $10 and $15. It takes approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Thanks for joining me today. How you doing, everybody? This is Pat Gaines, brought to you courtesy of onlineairbrush.com with more tutorials. And this is one of the stencils from the background texture stencil pattern that's available here on onlineairbrush.com. Of course, these are Big Airbrush stencils that we use in Panama City Beach, Florida, at probably the world's busiest airbrush shop. And this is a background texture that's bob wire. This is a great design for young boys that really like bob wire and dripping blood and whatever, like stuff like that they can get their hands on. We're going to go across this design with a very light shading of black. You notice around the stencil, this 10 mil Duralar stencil, this cut on our CO2 laser, that we have bent up the edges of the stencil to create a gutter which keeps the overspray off the back of the shirt, because it's a very large stencil. Then we're going to pull the stencil off. Notice that this stencil made out of this 10 mil Duralar is very strong. It's not going to rip on you. You can use it, I don't know, thousands of times probably. Of course, this stencil could be used for quite a few different designs. This is just the most simplest of designs in a name design. We're going to offset the stencil just a little bit to create a drop shadow for the bob wire here. Spraying through it here with a little phthalo blue, just to give it a simple drop shadow, which will add to the design, makes it look pretty cool, gives it some simple depth. Now, this particular stencil package, the background texture package, will have 6 different stencils in it, and you can multiply those 6 stencils into probably 50 different designs. If you use these on all kinds of different designs. We're going to come back here with a what we call the hash style lettering. I'm doing the lettering quite large. I think larger lettering adds value the customers see, so I like to do the lettering pretty big. The hash style type lettering is very popular with male designs that are used for guys. Basically nothing more than just a lot of strokes stuck together to create a kind of give these letters a little bit more body. Now, you might be inclined to do this lettering. We're going to put a blood simulation type of application to this. And you might be tempted to do it in red. And it does look good, and the boys will really like it. The young kids will really like it, the red. However, what you'll find is if you put it up in red, the moms won't go along with it. Moms, they see blood on these types of designs. They usually always tell their kids that they can't have it because they don't like the blood. The moms don't. Well, so we come back and we decide to put the blood on these in blue, and the boys seem somewhat pacified with the blue, and the moms go along with it, so everybody's happy, and that's why we do blue blood instead of red blood. So here we go with the phthalo blue. You just basically go around this pretty liberally and loose. Once again, we're trying to create a little body for the design. So, you be pretty liberal on this blue. Now you notice I'm painting this fairly quickly. The idea, of course, every time you airbrush, you want to time is money, so you're going to do it as fast as you possibly can, but still with the quality. So this is exactly how I would do this design for customers to the store. I'm not doing anything better. You know, I'm not embellishing it all here for your sake. I'm doing it just exactly how we do it for a customer. The idea is to bring all these designs in at around 3 minutes or so. I've been talking a little bit here on this video, so I may be a little bit longer than that, but $10 to $15 this design will sell for, and so it's a really good markup on your investment. All you have to really do is sell these designs several times, and you're going to pay for the whole stencil package, which will be able to create a lot of different designs for you at your business. Okay, so that's the bob wire stencil design from the background texture package, available here at onlineairbrush.com. Thanks a lot.